Alright, so here I am on Trello. I'm going to show you how to access the EcoFit portal, log in to see certain data for certain types of equipment. Right here on the part and reference logins and password digital manuals, click on that. EcoFit password and username is going to be right here. If you click that login link, it should bring you right to the EcoFit login. I've already went to the actual login screen, and it's going to be right here. This is what it's going to look like. And if you reference my email and Fieldhouse, capital F1 exclamation point is going to be the login. So go ahead and log in. Capital F1 exclamation point. Okay, so it's probably hard to see, but generally speaking, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that there are a couple different options: Parker Recreation Center, and then it has our address 17301, and then we also have access to the Fieldhouse as well. We're going to go ahead and click on the Parker Recreation with our address 17301 Lincoln Ave. And select it. So when you get to this screen, it'll have facility health, which means that, and remind you, this is just for our current status of our relays, not our buttons. Those little small buttons, there's squares. Those we aren't able to see those. They don't detect any kind of mileage or anything. They're on basically anything that is strength, so it detects usage and how much usage that machine is actually getting. With this, with the relays, it will give us some more information. So if you kind of scroll down a little bit, this gateway right here, the reference code 07003-000D, this will give us a idea of what all our machines are online. So that means they're good. So each over here, we'll start by kind of going through the basic general viewing screen. So the green is good. We have 21 units that are online. Orange is a warning, and red is check. And override doesn't really mean anything to us. It just means something to our manager that is managing EcoFit, which is based out of British Columbia. So over here on the right hand side, you can kind of see, if you hover over certain little dots, it'll tell you how much usage or how many hours in total we're getting. And you can select the certain days. You can do last 7 days. It'll kind of update it. So at the beginning of the week, we kind of went downhill, and then we spiked up a little bit, and this is for the last 7 days. So my guess is this is probably on a weekend day. If you scroll down on the left-hand side, you'll see status. The alias is the actual number of the relay on the actual unit. The type is what type of equipment it is. Cardio, more or less, is what we use for the relays, because they're controlled electronically, not by a battery. The brand, Precor, Octane, Stairmaster, Cybex, all that kind of stuff is what the different brands. EcoFit works with all brands across all the whole industry, so that's pretty nice. Category, elliptical alternative, step mill, treadmill, AMT, all that kind of stuff. It tells you what the model is. So let's just click on Precor elliptical EFX 546i. So it gives you the serial number, the last connection. So if you click on the actual unit itself, it kind of gives you a picture down here in the left hand side. The status is good. It gives you the serial number, last connection, and then the reference code. So if you go to the relay itself on the actual unit, this will be that code right there. At the top, you'll see utilization breakdown. So the unit last reported today at 12 o'clock, and the total utilization for today is 14.88 hours. Total lifetime utilization, so once this was installed, has 628.5 hours of usage, and on average it sees about 2.65 hours of utilization. So that's pretty good. And you can do a selected date range. You can do days, hours. So right here, if you see on the 16th of August, it'll have 142 minutes. On the 17th, it has 52 minutes, so quite a big drastic difference from one day to the next. Kind of stayed steady through the 18th, and then it kind of spiked back up on the 19th. And I believe 19th was a Monday, so one of our busiest days. But 8:21, and then today it's at 165. So it spiked down yesterday, and that's what these reports of the individual equipment kind of tell you. If you go back up to reports, you can click on facility reports. Facility location, you're going to pick the one with our address. Select report, going to do usage summary, and let's just go to last month, July, and then load the report. So here it'll give you a lot of different information. It really varies on whatever you're looking for, but this gives you a strength breakdown and then cardio breakdown. So the strength utilization usage is about 65.15%, and then our cardio equipment sees about 34.85% usage throughout the entire month. Remember, it's not just one day, it's the entire month. Peak days, it looks like it says Tuesday is a pretty busy day for us. Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays a little down, and then Sundays is probably the least busiest day. Peak hours usually looks like in the afternoon. This is military time, but around 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. it's pretty busy, and then 9 a.m. in the morning is pretty busy. And then if you scroll down, this is your cardio breakdown, and then plus or minus from the previous month. So it looked like our ellipticals were being used minus 1.75% from last month. Our elliptical alternatives, which I'm assuming there's probably AMTs, stuff like that. The ellipticals are the actual true ellipticals that we have, the EFXs, and then these are the AMTs. So we have quite a bit of AMTs on the floor, but it was down minus 3.24%. The ergometer is the SciFit bike, so it looks like it was down from last month. The recumbent bikes were down from last month, 4.17%. The rowers were actually up 4.17%, and so on. Spin bikes, same thing. Now these percentages are all based on if the equipment is online or not online. So their only way to check the status of those batteries is if EcoFit were to contact us and be like, hey, it doesn't look like this is reporting any information. So we try to monitor this as much as possible, but if you see a significant drop in usage from month to month, then chances are it's probably offline. It's not a bad thing, but just kind of keep an eye on it. And then our upright bikes, and then our strength breakdown down here. This will kind of give you our multi-stations, plate loaded, selectorized, which is like our circuit equipment upstairs, the Cybex Eagle, and then the stretch body weight. So it looks like our selectorized circuit equipment was up 26.89%, so that's pretty crazy. Total hours to date is 2,294.88 hours, which is pretty cool to see. But yeah, this tells you a lot of different information. It's all accessible right here. If we need or we wanted different information, we can always go back and ask EcoFit for more reports, like a depreciation report and how to change our equipment around, stuff like that. One more thing I did want to point out. So if there are any warnings or checks, it looks like this one, we have one equipment check. That's at the field house, just to kind of show you what that looks like. So we'll click on the Parker field house. It looks like we have one pre-core cardio. It looks like it's an AMT that is out of service right now, so it's marked red. So that means it was checked. The field house has a little bit less equipment than we do, so it allows us to easily see that information from wherever we're at. If you want more information on this, just let me know, but it's pretty cool information, and allows us to kind of monitor our facilities from afar and not have to actually go out and check something out if we can just go here first and see it if something is going on. So hope that makes sense, but like I said, if you have any more questions, just let me know.